Alistair Overeem and Alexander Volkov met at UFC Fight Night card. ESPN Plus 42 from the UFC APEX in Las Vegas, Nevada, and MMA on the Go have the results. Early on the prelims, Osborne needed just one punch to stop Jerome Rivera in the opening bout of the card. Avoiding a head kick from Rivera, Osborne landed a left cross that floored Rivera in the opening minute, ending the fight. The win was Osborne's first since joining the UFC. Osborne's previous fight was his UFC debut in January of 2020. The appearance last year saw Osborne get stopped with a guillotine choke by Brian Kelleher in the first round. Timur Valiev defeated Martin Day via unanimous decision. Valiev showed his grappling skills on the prelims, controlling Martin Day through 3 rounds for a unanimous decision victory. Valiev scored a takedown in the opening minute of the second round. He kept active with punches on the ground for nearly all 5 minutes of the round. The final round was much like the third, as Valiev scored 2 takedowns that kept Day on his back.
Timur Valiev.
Seung Choi defeated Youssef Zalal via unanimous decision. Choi kept the pressure on Zalal throughout the fight to be given the winning rounds. Choi had a good finish to the first round, coming forward with strikes and landing a takedown just before time expired. Choi spent a large portion of the second round looking for a takedown. Zalal had Choi in trouble late in the fight, as he looked for a triangle choke while on his back.
Seung Sting Choi.
Lara Procopio defeated McCann via unanimous decision. Lara Procopio used clinching and takedowns to win on scorecards against McCann on the prelims. McCann left her MMA gloves in the cage following the fight, a gesture in MMA that usually implies a retirement. Procopio kept on McCann through all 3 rounds, landing numerous takedowns and keeping McCann down. McCann's best moment was on her back in the second round, where she threatened Procopio with an armbar attempt.
Lara Procopio.
Karol Rosa defeated Joselyne Edwards via unanimous decision. Karol Rosa earned her 3rd UFC victory on the prelims, sweeping scorecards against Joselyne Edwards. While both fighters showcased sharp striking on the feet, Rosa had a clear edge on Edwards with takedowns and grappling. Rosa put down a few minutes of control time throughout the fight and held her own during hectic striking exchanges on the feet with Edwards.
Karol Rosa. The taste of victory.
Before we finish the video, if you enjoyed this content, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to get the latest videos from MMA on the Go. Devonte Smith defeated Jaynes via TKO in round number 2. Severe swelling on the left eye of Jaynes caused an unceremonious end to a fight in the second round, giving Devonte Smith a win in the final fight of the preliminary card. Smith put together a strong performance prior to the doctor's stoppage. The second round in particular saw Smith do work on the ground, landing strikes and attempting a rear naked choke. Smith was happy that he got to show his skills on the ground.
Devonte Smith.
Danilo Marquez defeated Mike Rodriguez via submission rear naked choke in the second round. Danilo Marquez earned his first UFC stoppage win on Saturday, catching Mike Rodriguez late in the second round with a rear naked choke. The submission win for Marquez came after a smothering performance where he kept on Rodriguez and landed takedowns. The fight was stopped after the referee noticed Rodriguez went unconscious.
Danilo Marquez.
Beneil Dariush defeated Diego Ferreira via split decision. Beneil Dariush continued his lightweight campaign on Saturday, defeating Diego Ferreira in a split decision. The win for Dariush showcased his striking and grappling skills through all 3 rounds. The first round provided viewers with fast-paced striking where both lightweights connected with shots. Ferreira was seemingly hurt halfway through the round after Dariush connected with a knee to the body. Dariush was able to neutralize Ferreira throughout the second round by scoring numerous takedowns.
Beneil Dariush.
Alexander Pantoja spoiled the UFC debut of former risen bantamweight champion Manel Kape on Saturday, defeating him via unanimous decision after 3 rounds. Pantoja had the better striking early in the fight, throwing combinations and connecting with clean leg kicks while Kape kept a slower pace. Pantoja continued to outland Kape with strikes in the second round. Kape started to pursue takedowns late in the round. The third round had a wild finish, as Kape scored takedowns and both fighters upped their output of strikes. UFC veteran Clay Guida added yet another win to his lengthy MMA career, defeating Michael Johnson via unanimous decision on the main card. Guida's high-energy style of striking and takedown attempts kept Johnson on the defense for a large portion of the fight. After his win, Guida made it clear he wants to fight someone who an up-and-comer. Guida snapped a 2-fight losing streak that he collected in the past 2 years.
Play the Carpenter Guida!
Corey Sandhagen defeated Frankie Edgar via TKO at 28 seconds of the very first round. Corey Sandhagen had a flashy win in the co-main event, flooring Frankie Edgar in the opening minute with a flying knee knockout. The win continues Sandhagen's run high up in the bantamweight division and hands Edgar his first loss since moving down to the division. Despite the flashy style of his knockout, the footage of the knockout elicited a mixed reaction from Sandhagen afterwards.
Corey Sandhagen!
Alexander Volkov def Alistair Overeem via TKO at round number 2. Alexander Volkov earned an important win on Saturday, stopping Alistair Overeem in the second round of a main event with punches. Overeem got dropped in the second round by a 2-punch combination from Volkov. As the way Overeem fell showed that the strikes he consumed clearly hurt him, the referee was quick to intervene before Volkov could land any more strikes. The finish came after Overeem clearly got hurt by strikes and showed the damage for it on his face earlier in the round. Volkov had a strong first round as well, outstriking Overeem in the 5-minute frame.